Crossover Paranormal Society. Hey everyone, how you doing, John? You are the first one in the live chat today. Hopefully you're having a great day. Hopefully everything's fine with you. Are you ready for some football? 1982 Pro Football Hall of Fame. Pro Ball Hall of Fame. You are the first, that's for sure. And I hate to do this really quick though, but I heard somebody at the front door, so if anybody else pops in, John, tell them I'll be right back, okay? Hold on a second. Alright, sorry about that. I'm back. Looks like it's still just me and you there, Jonathan. Appreciate that. Oh, actually, I forgot to uncover that. You know when I left and when I got back. Alright. We're going to have some fun. It looked like they're trying to have a neighborhood picnic on the 17th of September, this month. Right before the weather. Hoping for Indian summer that'll stay nice till the 17th. It most likely will. And that's cool. Yeah, I'm a little bit late, so that's why probably nobody might be here yet, but that's okay. So at least I'll get the content up, even though I did show up late for my own party. So let me scoot that over just a little bit here. I think that's good there. We won't put nothing else on the screen later until we open up the blaster box. If we get our 10 thumbs up, we got 3 thumbs up. 3 people watching. Was for just a second ago, but somebody probably had to check out and leave. So, without further ado, since I am running late and my Mariners started early today at 1 o'clock, I gotta get things on the road here so I can try and watch the end of the game. We're playing the Chicago White Sox. I know last I checked on the way home in the car, we were ahead 2-0. Let me just leave my phone here so I can see the updates with the game as we progress. Oh, we got 4 runs in the bottom of the third, but now Chicago came back and got 2 runs in the top of the fourth. But I believe, are we on the bottom of the fourth or what now? Anyway, we are ahead 4-2. And I think they're getting ready to go into the bottom of the fourth. Okay, Seattle's got 2 on in the bottom of the fourth with 2 out. So last night we won 1-0. Held on to them through 9. So we're going to get into the 1982 Pro Football Hall of Fame. Go through our 4 players for today, which are the following: Doug Atkins, Sam Huff, George Musso, and Merlin Olsen are our 4 Hall of Famers for the class of 1982 for the Pro Football Hall of Fame. So we will start out with Doug Atkins. I'll keep my eye on the chat, see if there's anything I need to mention to anybody. All right, but looks like he was a defensive lineman and a defensive end, a DL and a DE. Doug Atkins, class of 1982. All NFL selections for 8 Pro Bowls and 17 seasons. The toughest part of it all is not the physical punishment you take, but rather it's the constant fatigue you must fight off. You drain yourself on every play, pushing and pushing yourself. Your body is conditioned to absorb the knocks, but no matter what shape you're in, there are many factors that tend to tire you out. If someone hits me a good lick, chances are good, I won't even feel it until the next day. But you don't realize how much it takes out of a man when he tries to hand wrestle or throw a 250-pound lineman. All right. So Doug Atkins originally went to the University of Tennessee on a basketball scholarship, but once General Robert R. Neyland, the football coach, saw his combination of sizes and agility, he was recruited for the grid team. After he earned All-America honors, the Cleveland Browns selected him as their first choice in the 1953 National Football League draft. After 2 seasons in Cleveland, he was traded to the Chicago Bears, and there he developed into one of history's most awesome defensive performers. Exceptionally strong and agile, the 6'8", 257-pound Atkins earned legendary acclaim as a devastating pass rusher who would often leapfrog blockers to get at the passer. That was a skill that carried over from his college days when he won the Southeastern Conference high jump title. An All-NFL choice 4 times and a veteran of 8 Pro Bowls, Atkins wound up his career with 3 successful seasons with the New Orleans Saints. For 17 years and 205 games, Doug wreaked absolute havoc on opposing linemen, quarterbacks, and ball carriers. Linemen who faced Atkins usually had just one thought in mind: don't make him mad. It was common knowledge among players that as tough as Doug was, he was even tougher when angered. An outspoken free spirit, Doug often clashed with the Bears' fiery head coach, George Halas. Atkins' easygoing approach to practice particularly annoyed the coach. But still, the two developed a mutual respect. Although their relationship was at times tumultuous, It lasted for 12 seasons, and Atkins was a key part of the Great Bears defense that won the league championship in 1963. However, in 1967, Atkins demanded to be traded, and Halas sent his star lineman to the Saints, where he finished his career. After Atkins finally retired following the 1969 season, Halas openly admitted there never was a better defensive end. So there you have it, the Hall of Fame information for Doug Atkins, defensive lineman and defensive end, class of 1982. Anybody hop in with us? Nope, just me and you, Jonathan. I don't know if you're still there or not, but at least you were in the chat when I first started. 2 people watching, 4 thumbs up. We might not even get to a blaster box today, but that's okay. Alright, moving on to our second Hall of Famer for today. And I apologize, I was late. I'm going to have to put something in the community tab that I won't be live tomorrow so people will know. Me and the wife and our pastor and his wife and our niece and her husband are all going to the San Juan Islands tomorrow. We're finally going to go on our island adventure. And I hope to try and do a few short live streams while we're there. Depends on if we have downtime or if we have some slow time, or maybe when we take our lunch break or dinner break or sometime during the day. We will catch part of the live action for that. So now on to Sam Huff. All NFL selections, 3. Career interceptions, 30. NFL title games, 6. Pro Bowls, 5. And 13 seasons with the professional baseball. You play as hard and as tough as you can, but you play clean. We hit each other hard, sure, but this is a man's game, and any guy who doesn't want to hit hard doesn't belong in it. Get a sip of water real quick. Looks like we are now in the top of the 5th. Seattle's ahead 4-2 against the Chicago White Sox. All right. Because his early NFL tenure was spent with a winning team in the multimedia maze of New York, Sam Huff became one of the most publicized of all pro gritters. At the age of 24, he appeared on a Time magazine cover. He was the subject of a television special, The Violent World of Sam Huff. Almost overnight, he became the symbol of the new glamour era for defensive football. Sam was flooded with honors. He was named All-NFL 3 times, picked as the NFL's top linebacker in 1959, and selected for 5 Pro Bowls, 4 of them while he was with the Giants. The relatively new middle linebacker job called for someone big enough to handle the power runners, fast enough to overhaul swift halfbacks, and agile enough to protect against the passer. To these attributes, Huff added a true love for the game and a unique ability to diagnose and disrupt the opponent's plays. Sam was best known for his hand-to-hand combat near the scrimmage line and for his duels with likes of Jim Brown and Jim Taylor. But he was also adept to pass defense. His 30 pass steals attest to the facet of his game. In spite of his abundant talents, fate had to intervene several times to keep him out of the West Virginia coal mines. When Sam was a junior at Farmington High School, the West Virginia University coach came to town and to look at a hot prospect, but wound up recruiting Sam instead. At the end of Huff's college career, Giant scout Al Durgadas came to look at an All-America guard named Bruce Bosley. Bosley is great, the Regattas wired back, but there's another guard here who will even be greater. His name is Sam Huff. Huff was a third-round draft pick in 1956, but once in camp, things turned sour. Coach Jim Lee Howe agreed that Sam was a quality athlete, but admitted that he didn't know where to play him. Discouraged, Sam left camp and headed for the airport. There he was intercepted by assistant coach Vince Lombardi, who lectured him on the merits of guts and determination and coaxed him back to camp. Shortly after Sam's return, fate stepped in a final time. Ray Beck, the regular middle linebacker, was injured, and Huff, in the emergency, got a chance to fill in. He did the job so well that Beck retired, and Sam never had to worry about a regular football job or the coal mine ever again. So there you go. The bio for Sam Huff, class of 1982 in the Pro Football Hall of Fame. Moving on to Hall of Famer number 3 of 4 for this week's episode of Are You Ready for Some Football? 1982 Pro Football Hall of Fame. So George Musso it looks like he was a utility man, I believe, and a tackle guard. Does that mean he was guarding the quarterback and tackling whenever he knocked somebody out of the way of the quarterback? Minute star, 60 minute star, NFL title games, 7 and 12 seasons all in all. What's a minute star? Guess maybe we'll find out down below here. All right. George Musso stood 6'2" and weighed 262 pounds, which made him one of the largest men playing pro football during the 30s and 40s. The big man from Little Millikan College starred in football, basketball, baseball, and track. With his pro team, the Chicago Bears, he specialized as a middle guard on defense and excelled in all of his offense assignments, particularly as a pass blocker and as a pulling guard on running plays. On offense, George began his career with the Bears as a tackle, but after 4 seasons, he made the switch to guard. Then his team's personal needs when his team's personal needs so dictated. Musso played 12 seasons during a period when Chicago was the scourge of football. Teammates and opponents alike respected him as a dependable 60-minute performer. His outstanding play often forced teams to alter their game plan. Sometimes that was unheard of at the time. His inspirational play contributed to the Bears' fearsome reputation. A team leader, George was the Bears' captain for 9 years. He became the first player to win all NFL honors at 2 positions, tackle in 1935 and guard in 1937. Musso also had the rare distinction of playing against 2 future presidents of the United States. As a collegian, George once lined up against Ronald Reagan, a guard at Eureka College. Several years later, when the Bears played the College All-Stars, his opponent was All-Star Michigan center Gerald Ford. Prior to joining the Bears in 1933, coach owner George Halas offered him a tryout and $90 a game if he made the team. To seal the deal, Hallis sent the future star $5 for expenses, $3 for the train ride to Chicago, and $2 for incidentals. Musso made the team, and eventually Hallis came through with weekly $90 salary he first promised the big rookie. There you have it, George Musso, our third of 4 Hall of Famers. Now on to our final Hall of Famer, Merlin Olsen. Merlin Olsen. We're in the bottom of the 5th. 1 out, 1-0 count to Suarez. Okay. So it looks like he was a defensive lineman and a defensive tight end. DL and a DT. Merlin Olsen, class of 1982. All-Pro selection 6, 14 Pro Bowls, and 15 seasons. And he is quoted as saying, "You can take the best team and the worst team and line them up, and you would find very little physical difference. You would find an emotional difference. The winning team has a dedication. It will have at its core a group of veteran players who set the standard. They will not accept defeat." Merlin Olsen was a coach's player, punctual, steady, gifted, quiet leader, a player you could always count on. And he was a standout as a rookie and thereafter. Stood out in every game he played for the Rams in a 15-year career. Every game for 15 years. As a rookie, Olsen was voted into the Pro Bowl. And in the winters that followed, they never played a Pro Bowl without him for 14 consecutive years. 10 times he was selected a first or second team All-Pro. Merlin came to the Rams as one of their 2 first-round draft choices in 1962. He had the physical condition, qualifications of the best ever defensive tackles of the day, as evidenced by the fact that he won the Outland Trophy as a collegian at Utah State. But Merlin's true strength may have been the intelligence he used in each game. During the off-season, he earned a master's degree in economics. It was Olsen's hard luck to perform for many mediocre teams in Los Angeles. He never won a Super Bowl, but he had as much to do as any other individual with glamorizing defensive football in the NFL. Before the era of Olsen and teammate and future Hall of Fame defensive end Deacon Jones, this was an offensive league. Few fans talked knowledgeably about defense. Started in the 1960s, the Rams fielded one of the most famous of the front 4 of that or any other time, the fearsome foursome of Jones, Olsen, Roosevelt, Greer, and starting in the 1960s, the Rams fielded one of the most famous of the front 4s of that or any other time, the fearsome foursome of Jones, Olsen, Roosevelt, Greer, and Lamar Lundy, and the anchor and leader of the group was Olsen. He was the stabilizer in the middle that allowed the others to tee off on quarterbacks. Olsen kept order along the scrimmage line, often stopping the draw play himself or quickly identifying the screen pass. 2 out, runner on second. Okay. So other than that, that is our 4 Hall of Famers for today. In case you were wondering, Doug Atkins, Sam Huff, George Musso, and Merlin Olsen. Again, I apologize for being late today. Hopefully I can be forgiven. They were probably looking at 2 o'clock for me to go live, but I had to hop on a little bit later. So other than that, we can sit around and chit-chat here for another few minutes. But I don't think we'll get... I'll wait until 3 o'clock. If we don't have 10 thumbs up, we won't get to the blaster box scheduled for today, but that's okay too. I can put this here. I know you can't really see it and stuff, but that way I got it right in front of me. I can keep an eye on the chat. See if anybody shows up. Are you still with me in the background there, Jonathan? Or did you already check out? You checked in, gave me my thumbs up, and took off. Got 5 thumbs up so far. We're halfway there. Halfway there on the thumbs up. So if we can get 6 more thumbs up in 6 minutes, we'll go ahead and open up this blaster box here. If not, we'll save it for the next round. Probably on Friday. So I will try and do a live stream tomorrow, but it will be from San Juan Island as long as we got cell phone reception. And as long as we have reception, period. We should, because I'm pretty sure they probably have Wi-Fi on the island. They're not too far from the mainland. About an hour ferry drive. So I'm sure they've got cell service on the island, I would hope. When we get there, I'll look around and see if I see any cell towers. If we have cell towers, then I know we'll have cell service. And if it bleeds over and we end up getting the Canadian cell service, my phone works in Mexico and Canada, so we'll be fine there too. Oh, the White Sox in the bottom of the 5th changed their pitchers. Pitching substitution. Trying to keep the score low. Jake Beekman replaces Jose Ruiz as pitcher. Give you the play-by-play blows here. The first pitch was a ball. So ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. In play outs. I think the inning's over now. Must have been a pop fly. Trying to think who was on. Adam Frazier grounds out softly to third baseman Yoan Mercado to first baseman Jose Abreu. Alright, moving on to the 6th inning now. Give you the play-by-play commentary here. So let's see. Oh, that's good. Won't miss any games tomorrow. They're off tomorrow. Then we're going to be playing the Atlanta Braves. It would have been nice to go see the Atlanta Braves. Like a bunch of the players on the Atlanta Braves. Because their cards are selling good. Yep. Today's game 140. So it's Friday, 6:40, 2 evening games. That'll be fine. And then September 11th. September 11th this Sunday. We'll be playing Atlanta, and then we have a day off. 2 games against San Diego, then a day off. And then 4 games with the Angels, San Diego, then the Angels, then the Oakland Athletics, the Kansas City Royals, Then we got the Texas Rangers as our last homestand for the end of the season, along with 2 games with Oakland and 3 games with Detroit to end the season. Then hopefully we'll make it into the playoffs. So what do we got? Still 5 thumbs up. 3 more minutes to go. So I guess we're going to pass by with the oh, did Suarez end up getting another home run early in the game? His 1,000th home run. Or his 1,000th hit, I think. I don't think he has 1,000 home runs. Top of the 6th. Castillo's pitching against Zavala for the White Sox. First pitch is a ball. Well, we'll finish at 3 o'clock. That'll give us a half hour on the show, on the stream. So it's about right when I usually go an hour. It's pretty close to being able to get a 10 thumbs up. 3 watching now. Oh, somebody else must be lurking about in the background. They're just not saying anything. But that's okay. We got church tonight. And then, other than that, I think we'll try and get there a little early so I can do the stuff I had to do at the church. I forgot to do it. I forgot to take something with us when we went by the church earlier. I'm like, I gotta try and do it tonight now. That's okay. Got about a minute to go, and then we'll just go ahead and get ready to sign off. Do another announcement in case people watch. But again, just as a heads up for whoever the lurkers might be, tomorrow we won't have a 2 o'clock scheduled stream. We'll probably most likely, I'll do at least 2 streams tomorrow. One on the way to the island, get some nice little video shots of us on the ferry going across to the island. And then I'll do another one on the way back because it'll probably be getting dusk and I might be able to get some sunset type videography in there. And then we'll try and do a couple live streams on the island itself too. So, how many straight strikeouts? Luis Castillo broke a Mariners record. Oh wow. Flashing up all kinds of different information. So still 5 thumbs up, but that's okay. I'm going to go ahead and get ready to close things up for today here. Alright. We had a high of, I think, 3 people watching. Not bad for being 20 minutes late, roughly. For being 20 minutes late. Get a 35-minute stream in. Alright. So other than that, this has been Don Blomdahl, Hall of Fame Veterans, Sports, Cards, and more, with our latest edition of Are You Ready for Some Football? 1982 Pro Ball Hall of Fame. And for our next live stream, sports-related stream, we will be doing Friday, the Hall of Fame induction biography for Barney Dreyfuss, who played for the Louisville Sluggers and the Pittsburgh Pirates, I believe, back in the day. Louisville Colonels, says it right in the write-up down there. That's the only card I got for him. I don't have any baseball cards of Barney Dreyfuss. But down the road, I'd like to have at least one baseball card of every Hall of Famer. That'd be cool. Putting that together in a binder. I'm going to have to think of that and not forget to do that too. But that'll be fun. So, until next time, like David says in all his videos, it's not just words, but be blessed, like the ball players do, pointing up, giving thanks to the Lord, and being thankful for everything that He does for us each and every day. Until tomorrow, when I see you on our live expedition to the San Juan Islands, and our destination is from Anacortes, Washington, to Friday Harbor on a nice little ferry ride. It's about an hour ferry ride there and an hour ferry ride back, and we'll have some fun on the island tomorrow. Until then, till next time, you all take care, and we will see you around the channel.